y'all, welcome back to Apron Strings. My name is Gay and I'm so glad you're here. And if this is your first time, I sure hope it ain't your last. I hope you'll keep visiting and seeing what's going on either in the kitchen or the garden. Today we're starting off in the kitchen. That's because that's where the camera's set up right now. But we're going to go out and assemble one of my Greenstalk vertical planters. Now, I bought this with my own money. It's not a sponsored video, but I am going to let y'all see me unboxing it and setting it up. And I ordered 30 strawberry plants from Gurney's. They had their $39.95 package on for $19.95. So I got my strawberry plants. They're bare root. So I'm going to get my first vertical planter set up and get my strawberries in. And hopefully I'll have a bunch of berries to eat one day. And they should just keep making. So today is all about my Greenstalk. I'm excited and I'm ready to share with y'all. So let's get over here and unbox it. And then we're going to get one of them. I've got two. I'm going to get one of them set up so I can get my strawberries planted. And then in a day or two I'll get the other one done. But I probably won't video it, but I will keep y'all updated on how the strawberries are doing in that one. And when I get the other one planted, we'll keep a running tab on how everything's going in it. So if y'all decide you want one. And one of the benefits of having a vertical garden is you get older, you can't bend and stoop and get on your knees and hop back up and do. And that's just right there. You just spin it around and work. You know, harvesting your bounty that you've grown. And it takes up like 2 feet. But you've got, in the one I've got, it's the original, it has 30 pockets, 6 on each row, and there's 5 tiers. It has a unique watering system to it that I'm real impressed with, and we'll talk about that directly when we start putting it together. But a lot of people that live in apartments have them on their balconies, and they grow fresh vegetables. Or whatever's in season for their family. So you don't have to have a plot of land to plow a garden or a place to put a raised bed in your yard. You can just grow in a vertical atmosphere and grow plenty of stuff. Tomatoes, peppers, squash, green beans, cucumbers. There's just about anything you want to grow will grow in a Greenstalk. It's a family-owned company out of, I think, Tennessee, and I like that idea. It's not from overseas. It's good old USA people. So let's go look at the Greenstalk and get one of them set up so I can get planting some strawberries. Okay, so here's my box, and it says Greenstalk Happy Gardening. And I'm going to see if I can get this open without going after scissors or a knife. Maybe I can. Okay, now this is and I chose the green color. This is the watering reservoir that'll go on the top of them. And I got two, I got the spinner base for it to sit on. And I'm going to separate them as I take them out because I've got two different ones here. Okay, and each one of them comes with the watering discs that go in each tier. There's 4 of these per Greenstalk. And a book of information and some basil seed, and I don't know what else is here, but I'll look at this later, one for each one. And if y'all have a fireplace, this packing stuff like this makes very good to twist together and start the fire with. Okay, it has drain hoses in here for the bottom. I'm pretty sure that they come out the bottom to drain from your tray where it won't stand in water. One for each planter. And then here are what the tiers look like. They have a place to set your drain tray, your watering tray, Each one, can you see all the holes in the bottom? It has holes all the way around where the water filters through. And they have these little feet on them that fits down on the next tier when you start putting it together. So there's 5 for each one. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. And I should have 5 more. What I wanted to buy soil-wise, Fox Farm has one called Strawberry Fields, but our nursery was out of that one. But they have one that they make themselves that's comparative to it, and it's for fruit and herbs. And so that's what I bought from the Kingwood Garden Center to go in both of my planters. So I've got to get it hauled around back. It's out front where I just tugged it out of baby car and put it down on the carport. So I've got to get it out to the backyard where we're going to be filling it. And Troy will probably go get Curly Sue, and I'll stick it in Curly Sue and bring it around here. But anyway, when we start to put it in there, after we've got to level the ground and get some cement blocks down to sit it on. Then I'll show y'all each step of the way. But it's going to be a process, and at this house it's going to be a lot of time, but for y'all, it's just going to chug right along. Just pull that train right on by in front of you, but we got to hook up the box cars, so it's going to take a while. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we worked to get the ground level around it, and I've got a piece of granite that I had where they cut out when they were redoing the kitchen, or one of the cabinets, countertops, and so we're using that as the base. And I've got the spinner on there, and we're going to start putting the tiers, but I got to go get the dirt. So when we get back around here with the soil, then I'll show you the next step. Okay, I got my boyfriend sitting down here. He can sit and do stuff. I've got the spinner on there. Let me show you. See the spinner's on there. And then we put the first tier, and I took a rubber band and a little baggie and put over that hole because I don't want dirt draining down into my spinner. And then I'll do that on each level to keep it from getting in the watering disc on the one below it. I've got my 5 bags of soil over there. We're putting them in the wagon, and then we're going to dip them over into the each tier. So we'll be back when we start putting dirt in, soil in. See, that way you don't have to be so careful pouring the soil in when you've got the little drain hole or whatever you want to call it. Okay, we'll finish filling this one, and then I'll be back and show you what we do next. Okay, I'm going to get it as much out to the very edges as I can, because right here's where we're going to be putting the plants in. And we have to get this off of here and put the watering thing on. Now those holes have to line up with each little No, it goes the other way.
No.
That need the hose in the middle of each. Yeah. It ain't going to, because it gets bigger, it's not going to set flat down in the dirt. And that one sits however you said it fits on there. They lock in place with some little engineering back on here. Keep the dirt out. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off. We're going to keep doing this. When I get it stacked and we get ready to water, I will bring you back. Okay, we got it all together, and I got the plants in it, but it is not, it's leaning. Troy thought it was level. He thought he could eyeball it, and you can tell it's very much leaning. So when I watered it, the water ran right through. So we're going to have to read the instructions and probably unstack it and restack it. I don't know, but I like it. I think the concept is awesome, and I will update you before I post this video and let you know what we find out about the leveling and how it affects it. Okay, I thought I would show y'all what I'm doing. I've got weed barrier down, and we're going to put the pea gravel up here and then put the weed barrier on back before I put pea gravel down, because that way the tractor tires won't mix it all up. But this is what I do. I get my pea gravel down. And I know y'all probably can't see because my back's in the way, but I either use the hoe or a broad shovel. I'm fixing to go get my shovel and put on my gravel. I just wanted y'all to see how it was before I get it finished. Maybe by this afternoon I'll have it finished and a good video, picture of it up. Okay y'all, I've got all of this spread all up along my ferns, and you can see how far over it goes. I'm fixing to roll out some more of the shade cloth. See right here. I'm going to go on over here with it, and we'll put the rest of the pea gravel down and put my tables and chairs in place, and I'll bring y'all back and show you. I'll let y'all have a good morning view of the garden. And you can hear the birds. Okay, y'all, lots of hard work. I've got the pea gravel down from here, got my table cleaned and moved, my little table that's been out here. I've got just a little more gravel to haul in wagons to, move that bird back that you see yonder, and all of that will meet, and it'll be what I've been working for. Lots of work out here today, but the wind's blowing and the chimes are chiming, and it's been very pleasant out here working. I know I was concerned about the water just running through my Greenstalk. Well, that's what it does the first time you water. But you can see my little strawberry plants peeping up here and there. They're doing well. And I can't wait to get my other one put together and get plants in it. Now I'm going to try to show y'all a garden update of what I've done. And things have really grown. I didn't realize how much until my daughter came and said, "Mother, everything's grown." So let's get a little circle tour. I've just added some Jew that I potted here behind the back door. I worked this bed. I planted my rosemary that I told y'all I had in some quartz. And I planted some butterfly bush. There's some of the Jew that I potted that's making good baskets. So here is this. And you'll see the cardboard because I've got to haul some more pea gravel. But this is some more that I've done. And then here's the Greenstalk coming around the circle here. And I've brought all of the gravel to come and meet the gravel that's here in my raised beds. And I want y'all to look at how everything is so lush and green and beautiful. I'm watering morning and evening. And I'm going to get over there closer and show y'all the peas. But over here in the farthest bed and the middle bed are green beans, contenders, and look how big they are. And this is all tomatoes that were kind of pitiful, and I thought, well, that's lemon balm, that I would just put them in this bed, and they are doing well. I've got borage right in the very middle to help with the tomato hornworms, but look how big the green beans are. Cucumbers are going up the trellis. And then, see, I've got my pea gravel here, all the way down the back by the screen ring. I hope it's not shaking too much because it's not on a tripod right now. This is down the back, my ferns down the back of the screen ring. A whole bunch of the Jew that I potted. And then remember, this was all grown up with those rose bushes, and I got over here and cleaned every bit of it out. And now this joins my sitting area. And I'm going to turn around and show you from this direction in a minute. But here's the sitting area that's always so pleasant here under the trees. And see, now I can just walk from here. I added some chairs, my little tables and chairs, all the way in and go around and in the back door. My own little paradise back here. Now I've had these hydrangeas planted for several years, and I've got more blooms. This year I put fresh mushroom compost on them, and it seems to have helped them. Now these over here bloom pink. These over here in this bed are blooming blue, and that's actually my favorite. And I know it has to do with the acid, but I just haven't got around to changing all of that. I came out here the other day and cleaned the banana trees, the dead leaves off. All my lilies are growing, but I've got to get all of these canes taken out where I can enjoy the lilies. That's those Mexican hydrangeas that grow and roots run under the ground and they multiply everywhere. I cleaned most of the banana trees. I'm proud of how they look. They'll put on leaves, and what they do, they help shade this west end of our house when all the leaves come out. I've got to repaint my sign. It's rusty, but right up at the top it says welcome. And that's that first sitting area. Here where all the mushroom compost is, right here. I'm going to get all of it up, and I'm going to make one little bed with some kind of a trellis, because I've ordered some blackberry vines, and I want them contained, but I want them where I can just walk out here and pick. And over here still you see all of my tomato baskets. They're doing well. And here's the raised beds. My boot don't have anything in it yet, but I've got that kind of purple Jew. Got marigolds in my peas, some more in pots around to try to control the insects. If I can move Monica and Randy over, they were going to wait right here by the big blue feet to watch this tour. I'll show you all the rest of it. Remember, that's scarlet. It's dying, so it'll be long I'll harvest it. This is some more contenders that are doing pretty good. I guess I didn't plant them this thick. I don't know. I don't have as many as I do in that other bed, but I'm proud of what I've got. Got some vincas growing, marigolds. I've got a borage in that pot right there. And I'm going to bring basil out here also. This is some more tomato plants down here. And they're growing and doing good. Some of them have blooms on them. There's some basil. I thought I had basil. This is sugar snap peas in this bed. And I think they've come up well. Cucumbers on the trellis. This is brown crowders in this bed. And they are growing well. This is pink-eyed purple hulls, and it's a bush bean that we grow every year. I hope I get several messes of purple hulls off of it. These are pimento peppers and bell peppers, and look how tall they've gotten. My eggplants are really growing down here, and I've got blooms on some of them. And my squash is big and nice, and I got 2 zucchinis and some yellow squash this morning. I've got a bunch of little squash in there. These are my 4 o'clocks, and about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, they're beautiful. They reseeded themselves. This is bird's eye pepper or little bitty red peppers to make pepper sauce. Thyme in the middle, and those are jalapenos. And then I have an African blue basil right there at the end, very end right there to bring in flavors. The big tall over there is bee-balm. So now y'all see where I have been when I haven't been making videos. I've been hauling pig gravel and spreading it and getting it all cleaned up to where I can enjoy my yard again. And I thoroughly enjoy being out here. But it's high noon right now, and I'm very tired. I've been out here since about 7:30 this morning, so I'm going in. I was going to show y'all, because the next time I video, they'll be up around the bottom of this where I put that new soil in. There's sunflowers, so I'm hoping to have sunflowers all around this tree when they come up. My rose of Sharon is starting to bloom. And it's got so many buds on it, so it won't be long and it'll be covered with leaves. Okay, y'all are going to hear me, but you're not going to see me because I've been working outside and I'm a mess. I'm just glowing all over. And my face is red as that wall right there. Fixing to jump in the shower, but I wanted to tell y'all thank you for watching me set up the Greenstalk, and thank you for coming on the garden tour with me. It's grown quite a bit since my last update. Very thankful. God has blessed me. Every time I plant it, I ask the Lord to let everything grow really well, and so far so good. Now we're expecting 4 days of possible rainstorms. I hope that they don't do me in, but right now everything looks nice, and I'll give y'all an update in another week or so after the rain. Usually a rain makes everything just jump because of the nitrogen in the rainwater. So we'll see what happens. But thank y'all a bunch for sticking around for this video, and I'll have another one up in a day or two, and I hope to cook something. But I'm just going to be honest, kind of struggling with cooking videos because Troy doesn't eat much anymore. And there's nobody here to eat food. So I cook, and if there's nobody to give it to, it ends up either being thrown out for the animals, or I put it in the freezer, and then it ends up freezer burning if I don't vacuum seal it. So I got to learn to cook lesser amounts, and I was doing that for a while to where I can do some of my casseroles and stuff and not have so much left over, because my freezers are full. I don't have room to put anything. So anyhow, but I do have a couple of casseroles that I'm wanting to make. It's Mexican food, and I'm hoping to do at least one of those this coming up week. The good Lord bless and keep y'all, and I hope you're stocking your pantries. Things don't sound too good. Sounds like we need to get us a big old tank and put some gasoline in it, don't it? The prices are off the charts, but can't do that. But anyway, get what you can while the prices are as low as they are, and they're going up every time you go to the store. We don't know what we're looking at. We don't know what we're facing. Just try to have the food that your family enjoys, and trust the Lord to bless your hands to keep preparing food, because you've done your part to bring it into your storage. I'll see y'all pretty soon.